Be Water, My Friend by Cherokee Billie. Here is a teaching by Bruce Lee, the great martial artist. I think he puts a wonderful spin on our spiritual selves. Quotation: Be like water, making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, and it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. End of quotation. I can't change time. To truly understand the spirit world, it's important to learn about quantum physics and Einstein's theory of space-time continuum. Quantum physics tells us that everything which exists actually flashes in and out of existence about 1 billion times per second. As you are staring at your monitor or listening to this message, you realize that with every word you read or hear, the existence of your monitor has changed billions of times. First you see it and then you don't. During an on flash, existence is illuminated and everything is visible. During an off flash, there is only the darkness of invisibility and nothing can be seen. On and off, back and forth, motion and rest. This is how we can get glimpses into the spirit world. Our built-in perception is what enables us to regard anything as continuous or solid. This natural prejudice shields us from the fact that motion and rest are separate sequences. We see solid objects and we see continuous movement, and we think we are seeing both at the same time, when actually we are not. True reality is that nothing exists, only time and space. The space-time continuum is our universe. When most people think of dimensions, they only think in terms of dimensions up or down, right or left, forward or backward. These are the dimensions through which we have a certain limited amount of control over our movement. However, there is another dimension through which we have no control of our movement: time. Time just keeps moving forward. We can't slow, stop, or reverse it, but it is something with which we must deal. Whenever we describe an object's place in the universe, there is a time factor involved as well as a physical location. For example, if I give someone my business address, which assumes that I'm working at that address right now, it's not the same address at which I was working 2 years ago. So space and time are both parts of our universe. However, since most people tend not to think about time in this context, the term space-time continuum was coined as a means of emphasizing times. In other words, time may change me, but I cannot change time. I haven't noticed that when vibrations... I'm sorry, I got to go back on that. I have noticed that when vibrations within and around us speed up, and this can be sensed by anyone willing to, time is no longer able to act as a buffer between events that happen to us on Earth and our responses to them. When vibrations slow down, the span that exists between the experiencer and thought widens and lengthens. Thus, the slower the speed of vibration, the greater the distance and the longer the timing between the events that happen to us and our response. In other words, time moves slowly along. There's plenty to spare. We have all the time in the world. You may be scratching your head going, what does this all mean? But if you can quiet your mind and think on all of these words here, it will start to make sense to you. I wish you much help and success in understanding the vastness of our thought processes, time, space, and how we are unlimited. Many blessings, Cherokee Billie.